Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about some of the academy players that I think could make the step up to the first team over the summer/start of next season. Now obviously this summer is massive for Reading, not just in terms of the players off the pitch, but in terms of the ownership as well. Obviously the last few years Reading have had really big issues when it comes to the ownership, and it finally looks like there's a light at the end of this really dark tunnel that potentially might be coming soon. Now, something that Reading have done really well over the last few years is utilise their academy to the maximum that they can. Obviously, we've only been limited to free transfers over the last couple of summers, and the last couple of transfer windows really just in general. And something that Reading have done really well is the breakthrough from their academy. Players like Femi Aziz, Tom Holmes, Tom McIntyre have all made the breakthrough through the first team, or into the first team should I say, and I've picked out some of the players that I think will be some of the players that will make it into the first team next season / throughout this pre-season. Now the first player that we've got on the list is Jaden Wham. Now it's a little bit cheating, as I feel like Jaden Wham's already kind of made the step up, and he's not really a Reading Academy player, he's someone that's been playing in our under-21 side. But Jaden Wham is the first player that I'm going to go with. He scored 8 goals in 13 games in the Premier League 2 for Reading's under-21 side this year, and he's already got 1 goal in the playoffs this season as well, scoring against Nottingham Forest in the quarter-finals. Now, Wham has played 7 games for Reading senior side in the league this year, 7 appearances off the bench, no goals or assists for Wham just yet, but he had a real big chance to score against Blackpool. Now, Wham signed from Chelsea last season, and I think he's got a real big potential to be Sam Smith's backup come next year. I do feel like a striker is a priority for Reading in this transfer window, but I do feel like that Jaden Wham can be that player to be the backup to Sam Smith. When you take a look at styles of play, they're very similar in the way that they play. Jaden Wham's someone that can really do well when holding the ball up. He's not just named XL as his nickname for no reason. The man's absolutely huge and he's a big unit. Might not be the tallest player, but he's someone that is really good at holding the ball up and keeping the ball at his feet with the link-up play. Now look, I think Wham should be given a proper chance over this pre-season, and something that potentially might come back to for Ruben Celis is the 4-2-2-2. Now if that's the case, I think Smith and Wham could be a pretty dangerous duo up front together. When you've got the likes of Ehib Achaman as well lingering around that striker position, I think Wham will be the priority though when it comes to up front, and I feel like he is a really good backup when it comes to playing that single striker formation, and I feel like he could be someone that's really given a big chance throughout this pre-season. No matter what, I think he deserves a start in the cup games, whether that's the EFL Trophy or the Carabao Cup as well. And I feel like appearances off the bench as well is something that could be useful for Jaden Wham. Whether it's Reading already winning 2-3-0 or whether it's Reading chasing a game, I think Wham's someone that Reading will rely on next season and will have a good impact at the club. Now the next player that we've gone with is John Ryan. Now John Ryan is a left back predominantly, but can also play in the right back position. He signed from Sassuolo last year for Reading and is a Republic of Ireland youth international. 12 appearances for Ryan this season, playing a majority of the games at left back, but can also play at right back too. He's versatile as he can play with both feet and can play a little bit further up the pitch as well. Now Ryan was included in a couple of matchday squads this season. One that particularly stands out was Barnsley away, and look, I think John Ryan is somebody that will make the step up this season. Now the left back position at Reading is open at the moment and is open to absolutely anybody. 3 left backs were released just this summer, with Clinton Mola, Matty Carson and Nesta Guinness-Walker all moving on from RG2. I think John Ryan is someone that could fill that gap. Now obviously he's a little bit inexperienced at the moment. Maybe a more senior left back comes in and John Ryan plays understudy to them. But I think John Ryan will get first team opportunities next season, and I feel like he's somebody that come the end of next season we'll be talking about as a player that will be Reading's starting left back. Another player that I think really has a fast track to the first team in the next couple of years is John Clark. Clark really made a massive positive impact at the start of his time at Reading last season. I'm not talking about the season that we're just in, but the season before under Paul Ince. Clark started off a few friendly games. He really impressed me against West Ham. I think he played a couple of really good games in pre-season, and he ended up getting his trial extended to a full contract. Ryan then played a few games. I think it was 4 appearances off the bench in the Championship and even a full game in the EFL Cup, but unfortunately was sidelined for the rest of the year with a really bad injury. Clark was out for what must have been maybe 18 months and came back this year, and he, is a versatile player as well that can play left back, centre back, right back, and even ventured a bit further up the pitch in his last game. Now, something that's a bit unexpected with Clark is he scored 6 goals in his last 7 appearances for Reading, including a brace in that quarter-final win over Nottingham Forest in the Premier League 2 playoffs. 9 appearances this season for John Clark overall, and he's someone that, look, I think in the next few years, and especially over this pre-season, will get his chance. Whether that's him playing left centre-back, whether that's him playing left-back, or even stepping into the defensive midfielder position, which is another position he can occupy. I think John Clark is someone that has a big future at Reading and will be around next year. Now, finally, the last player that I've got in this little kind of quartet of players that I think will make the step up from the academy to the first team is Charlie Wellens. Now, Wellens is the son of Leyton Orient manager Richie Wellens and plays predominantly in the midfield. Formerly of Manchester United, he played in the under-21 side with Charlie Savage, and look, 20 games for the under-21 side for Charlie Wellens this season. He's made a positive impact at Reading in his maiden campaign. 5 goals and 1 assist during that time. He's mostly played in the attacking midfield position. Now, he has made his senior debut for Reading. He made a 4-minute cameo in the EFL Trophy against Arsenal's under-21 side. Now, when he played for Manchester United, a lot of the time he spent there, he played playing in the right-back position, being moved from the midfield out to right-back. But since coming to Reading, he's played a lot in the centre of the park, whether that's in the attacking midfield position, the defensive midfield position, or in the centre of the park. He's played a lot of games in the midfield for Reading, and I think that's something that we could see potentially next season with Charlie Wellens. I think over pre-season, he should be given a fair shot and should be given the chance to play in that role. Harvey Nibbs is someone that, consistently is occupying that attacking midfield position, and he's got the backup of Ben Elliott alongside that. Ben Elliott has been playing a lot of games in the centre of midfield with Lewis Wing, and whether that then frees up for somebody to be able to take that attacking midfield backup position, and whether that's Charlie Wellens, we are yet to see. He can also play on the left, so, potentially an understudy to Ehib Achaman. I think Charlie Wellens is someone that can make that step up, and I think he's an impressive player that will get a first team opportunity next season. Now, that's going to be it for this video today, guys. If you've got any other academy players that you think potentially could make the step up, please don't hesitate to put them in the comment section below. I think next season in the under-21 side, you'll see a lot of Kian Coke, Miles Smith. I think you'll also see maybe in the first team a bit of Adrian Akande as well. Maybe Akane Peters as well is someone that could potentially make the step up. I think Reading's under-21 side has gone really, really under the radar this year. And considering we're a League One club playing Cat 1 football, and the fact that where we are at the moment has been outstanding. And yeah, a big fair play to Noel Hunt and Michael Gilks, as they've done an outstanding job with the under-21 side this year. The semi-finals of the Premier League 2 playoffs. Listen, they could go on and win it easily. Well, not easily, but definitely could go on to win that tournament. That's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all in the next video very soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.